Welcome to the whispering forest of deep wisdom, a story of transformation, hidden truths, and the gentle murmurs of nature. A story that will fill your heart and soul with joy and peace and guide you into a deep sleep. Before we begin this journey, I invite you to settle into a place of comfort. Perhaps you are already lying down, nestled beneath soft blankets, or sitting somewhere peaceful, your body beginning to unwind. Take a deep breath in, slowly, deeply, and as you exhale, let the weight of the day melt away. There is nothing you need to do right now. No responsibilities, no worries. Only this moment, only this gentle unfolding. Feel the rhythm of your breath, steady and calm, like waves lapping against the shore, like the wind weaving through the trees, like the quiet pulse of the earth beneath you. With each breath, allow yourself to soften, to surrender, to drift deeper into relaxation. Tonight, you will journey to a place of mystery and wisdom, a place where the trees whisper secrets older than time, where the air hums with ancient knowledge, and where stillness reveals the answers we often seek. In the depths of the whispering forest, a man named Soren will embark on a path of discovery, guided not by the noise of the world, but by the soft, subtle voices of nature itself. His journey is one of transformation, a return to something deep and forgotten, something we all carry within us. And as you listen, as the words wrap around you like a warm breeze, like the hush of leaves in moonlight, you may find that his journey becomes your own. So, let go. Sink into stillness and allow the whispers of the forest to guide you deeper and deeper into a space of peace, of knowing, of deep, restful sleep. And now, the story begins. The forest was calling. It wasn't with words nor with sound, at least not at first. It was something subtler, something deeper, a whisper that curled around the edges of perception, lingering in the quiet spaces between thoughts. Soren felt it tug at the edges of his mind as he left the village behind, stepping onto the winding path that led into the ancient woodland. The town elders had spoken of the whispering forest, a place of deep wisdom, where the trees carried secrets older than memory itself. Legends claimed that only those truly ready to listen would hear its teachings, and that many who entered left forever changed. He wasn't sure what had driven him here. Not truly. A restlessness had been stirring inside him for months, a quiet unraveling of the life he had once known, the things that had once brought him comfort, his home, his work, the certainty of each day, had begun to feel hollow. The quiet discontent had settled over him like a second skin, growing heavier with each passing moon. And so, when the whispers began, soft and feather-light, brushing against the edge of his awareness. He had followed. Now, as he stepped between the towering trunks, he felt the air shift. The scent of damp earth, the musky aroma of bark, and the faint sweetness of unseen blossoms filled his lungs. Sunlight, golden and drowsy, dripped through the canopy, pooling in warm patches on the mossy ground. A gentle breeze caressed his skin, carrying with it the distant hush of unseen waters, the rustle of unseen wings, and then, ever so faintly, a voice. Not a voice in the way one hears another speak, but something deeper, something felt rather than heard, a soft whisper beneath thought, curling through the spaces between his breath, seeping into the marrow of his being. Slow your steps. Listen with more than your ears. Soren paused, his heartbeat steady, his breath deepening. The forest exhaled around him, and as he released the tension in his body, the world seemed to open. As he wandered deeper, the trees grew denser, their trunks stretching impossibly high, their leaves shimmering like woven jade. It was here, in the heart of the forest, that he met the keeper. She stood by an ancient willow, her presence both delicate and immense, as though she were a part of the trees themselves. Her silver hair cascaded over her shoulders like a waterfall of moonlight, her eyes dark pools of still water, reflecting things unseen. "You seek something," she said, her voice like leaves rustling in the wind. "But do you know what it is?" Soren hesitated. He had thought he had come for answers, clarity, understanding, but standing before her, amidst the hush of the trees, his reasons felt distant, as though they belonged to someone else. I don't know, he admitted, the words barely more than a breath. A small smile touched the keeper's lips. Good. Those who believe they know what they seek often miss what they truly need. She turned, gesturing for him to follow. "Come, the forest has much to show you." They walked in silence, the sound of their steps swallowed by the hush of the moss beneath their feet. Time stretched and softened here. Minutes blurred into hours. Or perhaps it was the other way around. As they walked, the whispers grew stronger. They wove around him, beneath him, inside him. He could feel them vibrating through the earth, rippling through the air. "Place your hand upon the bark," the keeper instructed. Soren hesitated only a moment before pressing his palm against the rough trunk of an ancient oak. The sensation was immediate, a slow, steady pulse, a heartbeat that was not his own, yet felt deeply familiar. And then, words. Deep roots, weather all storms. The tallest branches sway, but they do not break. A shiver ran through him. "The trees," he whispered, "they're speaking." The keeper smiled. "They always have been." They arrived at a clearing where a pool of water lay, so still it seemed to be made of glass. The keeper gestured toward it. "This is where the forest reveals what lies hidden." Soren stepped forward, peering into the depths. At first, he saw only his own reflection, his face, his eyes, the lines of worry and doubt. But then the image shifted. He saw himself as a boy, laughing, chasing fireflies in the dusk. He saw himself as a young man, full of certainty, believing the world to be his. He saw himself now, standing at a crossroads, feeling lost, yearning for something he could not name. And then the pool rippled, and he saw what lay ahead, if he continued as he was. A life of quiet dissatisfaction, days blending into nights, filled with the motions of existence, but never truly lived. The realization settled deep inside him, a truth he had not wanted to face. "You fear stillness," the keeper murmured. "You fill your days with distractions, but it is in the quiet that true wisdom speaks." Soren swallowed, the weight of her words sinking into his chest. What do I do?" he asked. The keeper placed a hand over his heart. "Listen." Soren did not know how long he stayed in the forest. Time had lost its grip on him, dissolving like mist in morning light. But something within him had shifted. He had begun to move with the rhythm of the woods, to listen to the murmurs of the wind, to feel the deep, slow wisdom of the trees. He had learned to be still, to let go, to allow the answers to come not from his mind, but from the space between his thoughts. When he finally left, stepping beyond the edge of the whispering forest, the village looked the same. The streets, the houses, the people, all unchanged. But he had changed, and as he walked home, he could still hear the gentle whispers of the forest, curling around his thoughts like a soft wind, carrying the words that had always been there, waiting for him to listen. Nature holds wisdom for those who pause to listen. And for the first time in his life, Soren truly understood. Soren stepped beyond the edge of the whispering forest, his heart lighter, his mind quieter. The village looked the same, yet something within him had changed, as though he had been gently unknotted, realigned with something ancient and steady. But for you, dear listener, your journey is not yet over. The whispers of the forest are still with you, flowing like a soft wind, wrapping around your thoughts, carrying you deeper and deeper into rest. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to seek, only this moment of complete stillness, of surrendering into sleep. As you rest, imagine the forest still surrounding you, its canopy high above, the leaves swaying gently in a slow, steady rhythm, like the rise and fall of your own breath. The scent of earth and moss lingers in the air, grounding you, soothing you, wrapping you in a cocoon of peace. The ground beneath you is soft, cool, welcoming. It supports you completely, just as the earth always has, holding you in its quiet embrace. With each breath in, you draw in tranquility. With each breath out, you release tension, letting it drift away like mist in the morning sun. Your body becomes heavier, softer, sinking into the space around you, deeper and deeper. In the distance, you hear the faint rustling of leaves, their soft murmur like a lullaby, whispering, "Rest now, be still, all is well." The trees have seen lifetimes pass, seasons shift, rivers carve new paths into the land. They remind you that change is natural, that you are exactly where you need to be, that in stillness, everything finds its way. And so, you let go. You release any lingering thoughts, allowing them to drift away like autumn leaves carried by the wind. You do not need to hold on to them. They will return when they are needed, like the tide returning to the shore. Right now, you are cradled by the whispers of the forest, held by the arms of nature itself. With every breath, you drift. Your body melts into the deepest relaxation. Your mind floats, untethered, light as a feather. The quiet hum of the earth surrounds you, carrying you into sleep, deeper, deeper still. Imagine a gentle mist rolling in, soft and cool, wrapping around you like a delicate veil. It carries away the remnants of the day, dissolving any tension, any lingering worries, until all that remains is peace, stillness, rest. Your heartbeat slows, steady like the rhythm of the trees, the rhythm of the tide, the rhythm of the breath of the earth itself. Nothing pulls at you. Nothing disturbs you. You are safe. You are held. You are home. And as the whispers of the forest fade into the background, their ancient lullaby continues in the depths of your subconscious, always present, always guiding, always reminding you. You are exactly where you need to be. And with those final words, you drift, falling softly, floating gently into the deepest, most restful sleep, deeper and deeper, until the forest of dreams welcomes you into its quiet embrace, and sleep takes you. Good night.